Good afternoon, dear students. So, today we are going to start a new topic called surface chemistry, which is very easy and very interesting to know more and more about this surface chemistry. Yes, so what do you mean by surface chemistry? First, we are going to see the definition. A branch of chemistry that deals with the properties of surface or phases and with the chemical changes occurring at the surface or interface. That means surface means at the top, only on the top. Okay, so if you take any material, so here I am using this pen and I am writing on this paper. So only to front part only I can be write. Okay, I can write. But whereas inside the molecules cannot go inside the paper. So whatever the ink is there, the molecules cannot go inside the paper. So that is called surface chemistry. Understand? So for example, take one chalk and dip in an ink bottle. What happens? It completely absorbs. That is absorption, isn't it? But so if you take a sketch pen and just you keep a mark on the chalk, what happens? To some extent only it can be absorbed, isn't it? Means only to the surface only it can be happen. Such type of uh, chemistry is called surface chemistry. So a branch of chemistry that deals with the properties of surfaces or phase or surface, both are same, and with the chemical changes occurring only at the surface or interface is called surface chemistry. So here we can see solid, liquid gas or solid gas. So when you are saying that these both are undergoing a reaction, so their representation can be seen with the help of the knife pen. That means solid and liquid were reacting together, or you can use this slash solid or gas. You can use this symbol or this symbol. Understand, children? Yes. Now next comes to adsorption. First thing what you have to learn is adsorption. Adsorption means the phenomena of accumulation of molecular species of the substance at the surface of the solid or liquid is called adsorption. Adsorption means, so here I am taking this is a solid material and molecular species, any molecular species are present, they can be attracted towards or they can be settled only on the surface. Okay, so this is called accumulation. So the phenomena of accumulation of molecular species of a substance, this substance only at the surface is called adsorption. So why this adsorption takes place, children? Because see, the surface of a solid or liquid is always in a state of strain or tension due to the presence of unbalanced forces between this surface and the molecules. So to satisfy these unbalanced forces, what happened? The molecules of the other substance will accumulate on the surface. Okay, will accumulate on this surface. So what I said, they are having some unbalanced forces between the surface of the solid or surface of the substance with the molecular species. So to satisfy that, they will be settled over the surface. So this is called accumulation of the molecular species, or the phenomena of accumulation of molecular species of a substance at the surface of liquid or solid is called adsorption. So here the molecular species who are going to takes place on the surface or get attached on the surface or accumulated on the surface, they are called adsorbate. Understand, children? And what do you mean by what is the name given to the solid on which the molecular species are settled? They are called as adsorbent. So these are the two new words you have to learn. What do you mean by adsorbent? Adsorbent may be a solid or a liquid, and adsorbate may be a gas or a liquid or anything. Okay, so look at here, the substance whose molecular species are accumulated at the surface is called adsorbate. Means the molecular species which are going to accumulate on the surface of a solid or a liquid, they are called adsorbate, and the substance on whose the surface accumulations occurs is called adsorbent. Understand children? This is adsorbent, this is adsorbate. Yes, so here I have taken a small example. So I have taken a closed vessel, in that I have kept a powdered charcoal, and I have kept some gases like either O2 or NH2 Okay, NH3, not NH2, NH3 or SO2 I have taken. So what happens here? What happens, children? So when I have taken these gases inside a closed vessel containing powdered charcoal, the pressure of the gas decreases. Why it decreases? Due to accumulation of the gas molecules at the surface of the charcoal. Understand? So here whatever pressure present on these gases, it will be decreased. Why it will be decreased? Because slowly they are going to be settled over this powdered charcoal. Understand? So here which one is adsorbent and which one is adsorbent, children? So the powdered charcoal is an adsorbent and the gases what we are taking is called adsorbate. Yes. So this is the one example I have given, and not only this, so many examples are there. And water and oil also if you take, okay, water, these are the oil particles, they do not mix with each other, isn't it? So here water will be adsorbent and oil particles will be adsorbate. So now understand the difference between adsorbate and adsorbent. Yes, yes, children. So again, a branch of chemistry that deals with the properties of the surface or the phases and with the chemical changes occurring only at the surface is called surface chemistry. So that reactions can be takes place between solid or liquid gas or solid gas. So how you will represent? You will be represented with the help of hyphen or with the slash. You can write like this or you can write like this. Next, adsorption. Adsorption means the phenomena of accumulation of molecular species of a substance at the surface of a solid or liquid is called adsorption. So here I have taken solid and some molecular species which are present randomly. They are going to settle slowly on the surface of the solid. So the solid will become as adsorbent and this molecular species will become as adsorbate. Now we will see the definition of adsorbate and adsorbent. Adsorbate, bait. Okay. So the substance whose molecular species are accumulated at the surface is called adsorbate, and the substance on whose surface accumulation occurs is called adsorbent. So here I have taken example powdered charcoal and I have kept in a closed vessel. I have taken powdered charcoal at the bottom and I have sprayed some gases inside. So what happens? Slowly the gas molecules are going to be settled over this charcoal, isn't it? Why? Because due to decrease in the pressure they slowly settle over on it. So here what is adsorbent and what is adsorbate? Powdered charcoal will be adsorbent and gases will be adsorbate. And next come here. So look at here, children, it's very important for your class and for your who are preparing for NEET exam. Simple techniques I am going to give. So here I have taken adsorbent and adsorbate. That means I have taken one solid particle, okay, and here one molecular species, any species I have taken. So here what I said, due to their weak force of attraction, they are going to be settled over this. So here when they are going to settle over on the surface, they form a small bond, okay, with the help of this bond only they are going to be attached. So when the formation of bond, if you see, when they are during the formation of this bond, they will be releasing some energy. So when they are releasing some energy, that means the reaction is exothermic, isn't it? It will be exothermic. So see, during the formation of the bond, so here between these two particles the bond has to be formed, then only they are going to be settled over the surface, isn't it? They can be weak bond, and later I will explain what it is, weak bond or strong bond. So during the formation of the bond, the energy is released. So whenever the energy is released, that reactions are called exothermic. Exo means outside, it produces heat energy outside. That means delta H will become as negative. Why it is negative? Because the reaction is exothermic. And some reactions takes on its own. Okay, some reactions takes on its own. Such type of reactions are called spontaneous reactions. For this, the value will be delta G equal to negative. That means some reaction who takes place on its own or spontaneous reactions. For spontaneous reaction, the delta G value will be negative, and some reactions takes place only with the help of the external force. Understand? And some reactions will takes place only with the help of the external force. If you keep some force only, the reaction is going to be takes place. Until unless external force is separate, the reactions are not going to take place. So such type of reactions are called non-spontaneous. For non-spontaneous reactions, delta G will be positive. These values are very very important, children. Listen carefully. So non-spontaneous reaction, delta G value is positive, and spontaneous reaction delta G value will be negative. Why? Because they are taking on its own. And now, so adsorption, how adsorption will be done? Adsorption is happened due to unbalanced attractive forces, unbalanced attractive forces on the surface. And now we will see another example here. Adsorption whose reactions are spontaneous, the delta G value will be negative. This is what I am writing again here. So look at here, adsorption is going to be takes place. So here this reaction is a spontaneous reaction, on its own only it is happening. So when it is spontaneous reaction, delta G value will be negative. Understand? So look at here, I have taken here small solid particle. Here some molecular species are present. Understand? Molecular species are present. After some time, all the molecular species are going to be settled on the surface of this solid. Why? Because due to some force. Okay. So these particles all are going to be settled over this phase. Before what happened? They are present in randomness. That means the randomness is more. They are present. Okay, like in a scattered way. So that randomness or degree of disorderness. So here the randomness or the degree of disorderness can be calculated with the help of the entropy. With the help of the so degree of disorderness or randomness can be calculated with the help of an entropy. Okay. So whenever they are going to be settled, whenever these molecular species are settled on the surface, the randomness what happened? Decreases. Means they cannot move again easily in the air. So when the randomness decreases, the value will become negative. Okay, the value will become negative. So change in entropy delta S is also negative. Change in entropy, the delta S value is also negative. So in this up to here, what are the values we have learned? Delta H. So it is an exothermic reaction, that is why it is a negative. And delta G, it is a spontaneous reaction, that is why it is negative. And the entropy, the randomness has been decreased. This is called a randomness because in a scattered way they are present. This is also called degree of disorderness. After some time all the molecules are going to be settled on the surface. Then what happened? The randomness will be decreased. Whenever it is decreased, this value will be negative. Okay, entropy value delta S is also negative. So up to here delta H, delta G, delta S will be negative. Understand, children? So in NEET exam, if they ask what are the values for delta H, delta G, delta S in adsorption, means simply you can remember negative. The value will be negative. Okay. And what is the difference between adsorption and absorption, children? So look at here, children, absorption, and we are going to see the difference between absorption and adsorption. So absorption means, absorption is a bulk phenomena, means the substance is uniformly distributed throughout the bulk of the solid, isn't it? I said no, whenever chalk piece, if you dip in a ink, the full surface and the inside of the chalk also, it will be, the ink will be go deeper and deeper. Understand? And if you place a sponge on the water, the sponge will be absorb all the water molecules what are present. That is called absorption. Here AB will come, here AD will come. So AB means absorption. It is a bulk phenomena. That means all the particles will be completely absorbed. So here if you take any of the substance, okay, So here whatever molecules are there, they are completely absorbed. In adsorbent, only on the surface, only the molecules will be present. This is called absorption, this is called adsorption. Okay, this is called absorption and this is called adsorption. Understand the difference between adsorption and absorption. So in today's class we have learned definition of chemistry and whatever absorption, in absorption, adsorbent, adsorbate you have seen, and you have seen some examples. Yes, and what are the values we are going to see, that is delta H, delta G and delta S. So what the values we got, all are negative, and we have seen the difference between absorption and adsorption. Okay children, tomorrow in tomorrow's class we are going to meet again. Thank you.